You've just found me bonding with my Firefox. Web browsers, web browsers. Who needs them and who wants them? Well, you need them. And if you're watching this video, then you probably want at least one. The most used program on pretty much any device is its web browser, which is no surprise, since none of us would know how to function without the internet. But which browser is the best? And which should you be using? I'll answer these questions and more throughout this video. Now, my editor Ben has been asking me to wear a green shirt on screen for a while now. Now, we all know what that means. He's gonna edit some really weird stuff onto it. I told him I'll only do it if this video gets to 5,000 likes. So have at it, my little friends. Press that like button and subscribe. Now, I'll be reviewing each browser based on the same criteria. Its features, its availability, whether it's free or not, and how much the company knows about you based on your weird searches. Can you eat yogurt that expired 2 years ago? Starting us off is Google Chrome. Google Chrome is by far the most popular web browser in the world. You're probably watching this video from a Chrome tab right now, squished in between these 16 other tabs that you've had open for weeks. The free-to-use browser's popularity is mainly due to its cross-platform compatibility, wide range of extensions, and simple functionality. It's not particularly hard to become good at using Chrome. Everything is nicely organized, and if you use a lot of Google's other services like Gmail, Google Docs, or Google Calendar, then you'll have easy access to those services simply by having the browser installed. Cross-platform synchronization is the name of the game with Chrome, and it is made even easier with its concise bookmarks bar. When it comes to your privacy, however, Chrome has a few shortcomings. It has no tracking protection or ad blocking for any compatible platforms, unless you download a third-party extension. No CNAME uncloaking to block first-party ads, and offers you very little control over granting website permissions. Basically, Google is going to do whatever they want with your private information, and there's nothing that you can do about it. If you're running Chrome on a low-end device, brace yourself for spontaneous combustion. This browser is an absolute nightmare when it comes to system impact. But you probably already sorry, that was probably your RAM, but you probably already know that. Overall, Chrome is great for the working man, thanks to its full suite of apps and excellent synchronization, but we can't just overlook the glaring privacy issues. For this reason, we're putting it in the decent tier. Next up, Microsoft Edge. What we oldies like to call Internet Explorer. Microsoft Edge has evolved into one of the best web browsers in the world, and it's honestly such a shame that most people don't use it. Look how far you've come. You make me so proud. The browser has become a titan of privacy, with tracking protection across all platforms, robust ad blocking, and allowing you to clear cookies on exit. As for synchronization, Edge rivals Chrome with its password and bookmark syncing, history and open tab syncing, and end-to-end encryption of your synchronized data. Edge ups its game further with its significantly lower resource drain, which means that your computer isn't going to combust if you open too many tabs. The browser features a wide range of robust privacy features that help keep those nosy websites at bay, and Microsoft made sure to stay well away from FLoC, Google's current solution for ad targeting in the absence of third-party cookies, unlike Chrome. Shoo, go away. It's got a full range of convenience features like autofill, website translation, dynamic text reflow, and more. If you're sick of Chrome compromising your privacy, Microsoft Edge is a fantastic alternative, and for this reason, we're placing it in the good tier. Next, let's take a look at Opera. Opera is not a very well-known browser, despite being one of the top 5 browsers used around the world. But if you're a gamer, then you should definitely consider switching to Opera, thanks to its light performance impact on all devices. In the privacy department, Opera provides tracking protection and integrated ad blocking, but that's about it. Don't expect any first-party ad blocking, cookie clearing on exit, or JavaScript, and hyperlink auditing or ping disabling, even with extensions. However, the browser redeems itself with its synchronization, and you'll be able to sync all of the important stuff across your devices, like your passwords and bookmarks. What's more, Opera offers full extension support, with support for uBlock Origin, extension sideloading, and its own extension store for you to browse when you're bored of regular shopping. Simplicity is where Opera shines. And while it doesn't offer a lot of privacy options, it's not going to siphon your personal data and sell it off to the highest bidder. For that reason, and the fact that its light memory load makes it great for gamers, we're putting Opera in the good tier. Up next is Mozilla Firefox. I believe you've already been introduced. There we go. Mozilla Firefox has become a browser to be reckoned with. And while I'm not particularly fond of the simplification of the icon, Everything else about this browser is excellent. The revitalized version of Firefox now has a much lighter impact on your computer, using far less RAM than before. It offers total tracking protection across all platforms, as well as the ability to clear cookies on exit and partition third-party storage. While it doesn't offer its own ad blocking, downloading a simple extension is a piece of cake, and it should feel familiar if you're transitioning from Chrome. It's got brilliant synchronization as well, with full bookmark, password, history, and setting synchronization across all platforms. As for convenience, when you're on desktop, you'll have access to autofill, dynamic text reflow, and reader view, though Mozilla is also in the experimental stage with website translation and dark mode. Mozilla Firefox is the king of privacy, synchronization, and convenience, and for that reason, we're placing it in the excellent tier. Take that, Chrome! We've got another obscure browser coming in, people. Vivaldi is here. I hate to disappoint all of the classical musicians, but the Vivaldi browser has nothing to do with the Baroque composer. Ah, really? What it does have, however, is a few great features. It's a spin-off of Opera, taking the best of its parent browser and pushing the limits of customization. This is a browser that is loaded with features that you would normally have to download in an extension. And the best part? It barely collects any data. The Vivaldi browser is intended to be a fully featured, customizable browser without the need for any extensions. Though if you did want to download some extensions, you'd be able, thanks to its Chromium foundations. Not only does Vivaldi feature an abundance of features right out of the box, but it also has a low RAM consumption, so it's not going to slow down your machine if you have more than 3 tabs open. Yep, I'm talking about you. By creating a Vivaldi account, you'll be able to synchronize your settings and browser data across your other devices, offering a seamless experience. Another cool feature from Vivaldi is that the browser offers themes, which you can change at your leisure, and even set to switch at certain times. If you're a power user who wants a lot of customization in their browser and doesn't mind a little bit of ethical data collection, then Vivaldi is the browser for you. We're placing it in the good category for this one. And for all you die-hard capitalists, I mean Apple lovers, Safari is up next. Safari is the native browser for all Apple's devices. And if you've got an iPhone, you've probably used it at least once. It's not exactly the best browser in the world for a lot of reasons. For one, it literally is only usable on iOS devices. So even if you really like Safari, which you might not after watching this video, you wouldn't be able to use it without an Apple device. Safari isn't all bad though. Apple is also on top of their synchronization game, with the ability to sync bookmarks, passwords, history, and open tabs across their devices. Just don't expect your settings to sync across devices. So if you love the Apple suite and have been an iOS user for a few years, Safari is definitely a safe bet. It's just a little lackluster in its convenience and tab handling, which is why we're putting it in the not terrible category. And that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you were able to learn something new today. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big fat like and hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. And now, if you'll excuse me, I've actually got a date to get to.